Special Forces? Huh. Kid, do you even know what that means? Albright's mocking laugh boomed, drawing glances from a few desk-bound officers. The stale air, heavy with old coffee and indifference, made Anya's throat tight. I, I need to report someone following me after school, she managed, her voice a fragile tremor. My dad told me to come here if your dad. Albright cut in, his gut shaking with condescending amusement. Let me guess, he's some kind of superhero. Navy SEAL? Yeah. He didn't even try to hide the smirk that Anya's eyes, bright with unshed tears, held steady. He's in the 75th Ranger Regiment, Special Operations. He's deployed overseas. The laughter intensified. Your dad's probably a cook at the base, not a hero. Stop making up stories, girl. My dad is Special Forces, Anya insisted, her voice gaining a sharp edge of conviction. And when he gets here, you'll regret laughing at me. Albright's grin widened, the prospect of humiliating a dramatic teenager too tempting to resist. This was going to be an easy win. Anya sank into the hard plastic chair across from him, trying to become invisible. Look, I really need help. There's this man. Silver sedan, parks outside the Northwood Academy every day at 3:10 p.m. Albright ignored her, scrolling through his phone, a sports highlights page clearly visible. The sour smell of his unwashed uniform was suffocating. He follows the bus route, gets out at stops. Yesterday, he tried talking to other students, asking about me by name. Anya pleaded, desperation making her voice rise. Uh-huh, Albright drawled, dripping condescension. Another paranoid kid's story. You people watch too much TV. Think everyone's out to get you. Anya's hands shook so hard, she had to grip the chair arms. I'm not making this up. My dad said if anything happened while he's deployed? Albright snorted. Right? You're Special Operations Daddy. Was he really? Janitor? Mess hall attendant. The wall clock showed 3:45 p.m. Her father's mandatory debriefing was scheduled to end at 4 p.m. in the city. She'd sent the text an hour ago, knowing he'd drive like a bat out of hell to get to her. Please, can you just take a report? The car has a distinctive scratched rear window. The license plate starts with WRS. Anya whispered. I'm busy, kid, Albright said, turning his monitor completely away. Real crimes to solve. Can't waste time on teenage drama. He stood abruptly, towering over her. Do you know what I think? I think you want attention. Daddy issues, making up stories about stalkers and hero daddies. Anya flinched, but didn't retreat. My father serves this country. He's completed 4 combat rotations. Oh, he has Albright mocked his laugh ugly. And I'm the president. Look, unless you've got real evidence, stop wasting my time. But procedure says you have to take a report. Procedure says I determine credible threats, he retorted, leaning in. And right now, all I see is a kid with an overactive imagination and an absent parent. Anya looked down, fighting the sting of the humiliation. Please, she whispered, I'm scared. Albright settled back with a grunt. Then call you mommy. Oh, wait, she's probably busy playing soldier somewhere too, right? He stood again, adopting an exaggerated, racist caricature of a street accent. Yo, my daddy be Special Forces. He gonna come regulate on y'all. The laughter rippled through the station. Anya's cheeks burned. Please stop, she begged. Albright, enjoying the spectacle, waved his hand dismissively. Next, she'll say she's a secret agent, too. Following you to imagination land, kid. I get it. Daddy's gone. You need attention. An elderly woman in the waiting area shook her head in silent disgust. My father risks his life for people like you. Anya cried, shooting to her feet. He protects this country. Heroes don't abandon their kids to play army. Albright shot back, all humor gone. Real mothers and fathers stay home. He didn't abandon me. He serves because he's brave. Sit down. Albright's voice cracked like a whip. Before I cite you for disorderly conduct. The tension was suffocating. Albright rested his hand on his handcuffs, a subtle but clear threat. You standing up to me, little girl? He hissed, stepping closer. Your fictional daddy ain't here to protect you. I just want to file a report about the man following me. Anya's voice was barely a squeak. Still singing that song? Your imaginary stalker and your imaginary soldier daddy. Albright's eyes narrowed. Black girl, let me explain something. Your dad, if he exists, is probably peeling potatoes right now, not playing Rambo. He's stationed at Fort Lincoln, 75th Ranger Regiment. Anya pushed back, refusing to cry. He's training, but he'll be here soon. Training? Practicing his potato peeling technique. Through the precinct's glass doors, a sound began to register, a rapid, Rhythmic thump, thump, thump. It grew louder. Heavy boots on concrete. My dad texted back. Anya gasped, hope surging. He left Fort Lincoln 20 minutes ago. Sure he did. Albright sneered. And I bet he's bringing the whole army with him. The glass doors were pushed open with silent, terrifying authority. Lieutenant Colonel Vikram Sharma entered. His uniform was impeccably clean, but showed the dust of high-speed travel. The Ranger tab on his shoulder was prominent, the Special Operations insignia gleaming above his combat infantryman badge. He moved with the controlled, deliberate grace of a lethal weapon. His dark eyes swept the room, a tactical assessment, taking in his daughter's tear-streaked face, the aggressive proximity of the large officer, the recording cell phones. Dad! Anya's cry of relief broke the silence. Vikram walked directly to Anya, placing one hand on her shoulder, a silent anchor. Before turning to face Albright, Albright's sneer reformed immediately. Another angry civilian here to defend your lying. Vikram held his gaze, saying nothing, the silence a crushing weight. Then, with deliberate calm, he pulled out his phone, his fingers moving with practiced efficiency. Colonel Davies. Vikram Sharma, 75th Rangers. I'm at Metro City Precinct. We have a situation. His voice, quiet and controlled, carried the kind of authority that commanded instant attention. Sir, my daughter reported a stalker, silver sedan, plate beginning WRS. Officer Albright refused to file a report, called her a liar, and made racist comments about military families. Albright's face went utterly gray. Colonel Davies was the military liaison to the police commissioner. Yes, sir, I witnessed the end of it. Several civilians are recording. Yes, sir, he's right here. Vikram extended the phone. Colonel Davies would like a word. Officer Albright. Albright's hand trembled as he took the device. HLO. Yes, sir. No, sir. I didn't realize. Yes, Colonel. I understand. Right away, sir. 90 seconds later, Albright handed the phone back, sweat beading on his forehead. Officer Albright, Vikram said, his voice deadly calm. My daughter came here for help. She found mockery, racism, and dismissal of a credible threat. License plate, white car, dented bumper, following her route, asking about her by name. That's not evidence. I made assumptions. Albright stammered. His bravado vanished. You were negligent, racist, and cruel. You took a scared child and made her feel worthless for your amusement. Vikram stated, each word a bullet. But worse, you ignored a real threat. While you were playing comedian, a predator was free to continue stalking children. He reached into his pocket. His military ID hit the desk with a sharp, metallic crack. 15 years serving this country. 4 combat rotations. Came home to raise my daughter with the values this country claims to represent. Values like protecting the innocent, serving the community, treating every citizen with dignity. The silence was absolute. Now, you will take my daughter's report, every detail. You will dispatch units to look for this car immediately, and then you'll explain to your chief why Colonel Davies is driving down here personally to discuss your behavior. Albright was defeated, crushed by the weight of his own cruelty and the unexpected arrival of true authority. Ma'am, I sincerely apologize. I'll take the report immediately. You'll do more than that, Vikram said, placing a hand on Anya's shoulder. Let's start with protecting my daughter. Albright scrambled for a new report form, his fingers fumbling. The power dynamic had completely reversed. The big man who'd loomed over a scared teenager was now reduced to a functionary, his fate sealed by his own malice. Within minutes, the precinct chief, a stern woman named Chief Morris, strode in, summoned by the colonel. Albright was suspended, badge and gun on her desk. The security footage of his mockery was played for all to see. You owe this young lady an apology, Chief Morris commanded. Albright knelt, to be at Anya's eye level. I was wrong. You deserved respect, protection. I failed in my duty. I'm sorry. Anya looked him in the eye, straight-backed and composed. I accept your apology, but do better. Other kids need help too. The maturity shamed him. 2 days later, the silver sedan was spotted. The driver was arrested trying to approach another student. In his car, they found photos, notes, and a terrifying map. Anya's courage, backed by her father's uncompromising strength, had prevented a tragedy. The precinct was quieter, more respectful. The lesson was learned. As father and daughter walked out into the cool evening air, Anya held her head high. She was a black girl who refused to be silenced, and her voice, amplified by the truth, had not just saved her, but changed a system.